Friday, Park Hill South, and welcome to Sports Talk of the Sports Desk. John, we've been gone for a while, haven't we?
We have been gone for so long. I've actually missed doing the show. I feel like we need to come back.
I almost feel like we don't even deserve to sit at this desk if we're not giving our fans
I think we totally deserve to sit at this desk, but maybe we should give them a show every once in a while and keep them happy.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for. We're going to be back on our weekly schedule, so let's go ahead and get started. What's up first, John?
Boys basketball. Their season ended a little disappointing, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Actually, they blew it. No offense, guys. You guys worked hard, but you blew it. They said. But yeah, they blew it, and I really kind of want. We lost to Park Hill, which we beat earlier in the year, and always our big rivalry game. We always want to beat them, and we blew it again, like I said.
Yeah, and it's kind of frustrating, because we beat them the first two times.
Yeah.
And just like soccer, we beat them in the regular season, but then come districts, they win the one that matters.
Yeah,
and then they get blown out by 17 last night to St. Joe Central.
And that's just like Park Hill, to actually play one great game and then suck like the rest of the year like they always do. So it's just like they show up for one game and that's how Park Hill rolls.
But nonetheless, I mean, overall, a pretty good season. A lot better than I expected out of them.
17-9? 17-9?
17-8 or so, something like that.
So
but I mean,
pretty winning season.
I mean, considering the youth, what we had coming back in comparison to the last couple of years when we had a lot coming back, I think Sedler did a great job and the boys did a great job.
And then Sedler actually being a new coach, I mean, we had a lot going against them. The fact that they even were higher than Park Hill going into the districts is pretty cool.
One team that made a really big improvement this year was girls basketball, and their season also ended recently in the district semis against Staley. They had a 7-point loss. But the girls had a big winning record. They had like a 10-game winning streak going on this year.
Yeah, at one point, 10 games. I think it was 10. Yeah, 10 games.
I mean, this is a team that won 2 games 2 years ago.
Yeah, they were a joke 2 years ago, man.
And here they are now, And next year, they only had one senior. This year, they got just about everybody coming back. I mean, they could really make some noise.
They almost beat Staley. Like, Staley girls basketball, Staley boys basketball is a complete joke. Staley girls basketball is, like, incredible. Like, they are good. They have 3 players going to K-State, going to Big 12 schools next year. They have players coming back who will be going to, like, D1 college. They're a really great team. And the thing is, at halftime, Park Hill South was beating them.
Yeah.
Up by 3. They end up losing by 7. But, when you ever say, like, every single time a team loses by 10 or loses by 7, everyone knows it's actually like 4, but free throws come in.
And a 40-point second half from Staley, too.
It's incredible.
Not much you can do. But up next with our winter sports recap, we had some really, really good finishes at state, didn't we, John?
Yeah, we really did. Chase Gray finished second, first Panther to ever do so, to go to a final in state wrestling. Nick Gillespie, he finished 5th. I personally was thinking he'd take like 3rd or 4th, but I mean, I guess 5th isn't too bad. He actually got picked for the Metro team, so he's going to be facing off against Kansas City, Kansas in the senior All-Star game. So that match, I guess, I don't know, duel. I don't know how that works. Yeah, but that's, I mean.
Pretty remarkable, though. I mean, you got 8 guys that qualified for state when you have thousands of wrestlers in the state. To think that 8 of them from South qualified to go down to the state championships, 2 of them placing, including a 2nd place finish. I mean, Chase Gray also setting the individual season and career record for wins as just a junior.
He's coming back. He's got
I mean, he's gonna just smash that record. Moving on to the spring sports scene, we begin with track. And who's going to make some big noise this year, John?
Honestly, I don't really know anything about track, especially girls track. But I don't really know about it. No, I know, Blake Reese, I guess, should be pretty fast. Chandler Termini, I mean, I could beat him in a race, but it is girls track, so we'll do it in a day.
Yeah, and they'll provide some good senior leadership. DJ Johnson missing a little bit of the season because of that injury he had.
He's pretty good. He's a raw dogging dude.
He's fast.
Yeah, he's pretty fast.
I don't know if I would use raw dogging, but moving on to golf. Golf is always good. We'll have a lot of varsity back this year, only one senior last year. You'll have Nick Schleisman, Matt Gandy, Austin Dorrell, Matt Barry, Nick Soba. I mean, they should have a pretty good squad this year.
They should have. I mean, they're pretty good. Park Hill South is decent every single year. They always have winning records. They always have state qualifiers. They always go to the state tournament. They're always pretty good. And I don't really know they're kind of young, but I don't really know what to expect. Gandy's coming back. We have a couple seniors, but I don't really know what to expect, as always, just because I don't really know much about the sport. But, I mean, traditionally, we are a good team, so I guess good for them.
Should be a good squad. And on the tennis courts, a.k.a. the Zach Royal Show, he comes back after his state finalist appearance last year. And, I mean, boys tennis has been pretty good here the last few years. Zach, I know, was a really good doubles player with Griffin Smith, but now he's gone, so it'll be interesting to see who steps in with Zach as that #1 doubles team. But I think he's going to be a good leader for this team as just a junior.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think we can expect a lot out of South tennis.
I mean, honestly, I can't even really think of, like, when you think of Park Hill South tennis, you just naturally think of Zach Royal, or like you think of like one of the Royal family. it's weird. You don't really think of
it's their sport.
I can't really. I mean, no offense to tennis players, but I can't really even think of another tennis player besides Zach Royal.
But we're sure you'll all do great.
Yeah, we'll be rooting for you.
And then the sport that you're playing this spring, how's the rugby team looking?
Rugby team is looking pretty good. We have to develop a couple players. We're talented though. We took second in state last year. We're expecting to have the same exact success, or maybe below. Hopefully we win state. We kind of blew it in state championship, but I mean, hopefully we'll be all right. I think we'll be okay.
And baseball team, they're dealing with the loss of the big man, literally, Adam Schemenauer, as he went off to Louisville. What do you think? How they'll do this year?
I don't. You know, the funny thing is when you talk to baseball players, they don't really seem too confident about what they're doing. But I think we'll be pretty good. Like, I know that we have the juniors we have, the seniors that we have. I think they're really good baseball players. I mean, maybe I was just really bad, but like, they were really good when they stood next to me, and I consider myself an okay guy. I think they'll be good. I think they'll be fine.
I think it'll kind of remind a lot of people here at South of the basketball team. You know, you got a lot of guys coming in that have played a little bit, that got a little experience, but most of them, for the most part, are new to varsity level.
Names almost. You don't really know who they are. You have to watch
not as many sophomores. There'll be more juniors stepping into a new role, but I think they should be fine. They got a good team, good coaches, and.
So hopefully Fitch can make it back for a good pitching stance because we'll need him. We'll need him on the hill.
Lefty arm.
So yeah, we'll need the precision ball, but whatever. He's got his own issues right now.
And the headline spring sport, of course, is girls football, soccer. They're coming back off of a really nice Missouri State playoff run last year.
We're taking state, baby.
Who knows?
Taking it.
Liberty in the district, that's going to be tough. They're always really good with multiple Division I girls coming back
every year.
But I mean, Katie Riojas going off to Tulsa next year. Then the junior class, I know Courtney Clausen, Emmy Hanlon, they're looking at colleges.
Yeah, Katie Lindsay's going to Northwest.
Katie Lindsay's going to Northwest. Forgot about her.
I don't know if Abby Johnson's going to be able to play college ball, but she's good. She's good.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent. Really deep team. A lot of options. We'll see what they can do.
I think they're good at. I mean, and the funny thing is, I remember like my freshman year watching all the freshmen like going to the games and like watching all the freshmen play varsity. So it is kind of cool to see like all those girls who've played like varsity since their freshman year kind of play like their last time. I think we'll be able to turn some heads this year. And I think we're gonna beat them. We never beat Liberty. We never ever do it.
But we will.
But this is the year.
It's our year.
Everybody. We're gonna do it.
It's our year.
Bleeding purple and black. Go Panthers.
Well, from the purple and black off to the bleeding red, Chiefs Nation made a little move last week, huh? Stanford Route signing with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Basically meaning Brandon Carr's probably going to be gone from Arrowhead, which I'm not too excited about.
No,
I know his cousin Brian Robinson, a sophomore here at South, isn't too excited about.
Yeah.
But I think personally Carr's a better player, but obviously it's a financial move.
It has to be.
And they want Route in for a cheaper price than Carr. But, I'm fine with it, though, as long as they spend the money they saved on Route. Use that to build a team around a bunch of new free agents coming in. Who knows? There's serious talks about us getting Peyton Manning.
I mean, yeah.
And
but, we picked up. We don't know how. I mean, do you think he'll be any good if he were to come to the Chiefs? Do you think he's done, or do you think he'll?
He's got a couple years left, I think.
Question.
I don't know how he's adjusting from this injury. Maybe the injury is going to cut his career a little short, but I think skill-wise, he's got a couple years left before he really falls off. So, I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't be mad if we did it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Peyton Manning be. I guess good for ticket sales and jersey sales.
Yeah. There'll definitely be a lot of number 18 jerseys.
Yeah, I'd like to see Peyton
being sold.
Back Chiefs jersey. They're pretty legit. I don't know, but I think we do need some. I mean, hopefully Jamal Charles will come back. We're gonna need a backup for Jamal Charles. So. Jamal Charles, he's a man. He's a beast. Everyone knows it. But everyone saw last year.
He got hurt.
Yeah, even the beast goes down. So
yeah.
We're gonna need a backup. He was terrible our backup last year.
Yeah,
awful.
Jackie Battle and Thomas Jones.
Oh my God, they're awful.
Subpar.
Jackie Battle. What a joke. The guy sucks. Anyway. But we're going to need that. And then Moyaki, we're going to need someone to throw on the other side of Moyaki. Hopefully we can develop Bo. Maybe get someone else we can throw on the other side. D-tackle, you said we needed one.
I think so. I think we need a defensive tackle to hold down the line on D. And then I think we also need to bring in an inside linebacker maybe in the draft.
Inside linebacker I can see. D-tackle, I will disagree, but continue.
Yeah. Well, moving on. Kansas City Royals. Spring training is officially underway.
I love the Royals.
I think everyone's excited about that. I don't know anyone at this school that doesn't love baseball.
I love the Royals. Like I can't say anything good or bad. When opening day hits, it's like baseball season starts, school is going to end. It's just a good time. It really is. I love the Royals.
Kickstart summer.
Hopefully, had a rough season last year, but the thing is they have all those great young talents, and they're going to have them for like 5 years.
Yeah, I mean,
they're going to develop into a pretty good team.
We'll see them age together. They'll be, I think, significantly better next year. I'm expecting a 500 or above season, at least 80 wins. I think competing for a wild card isn't out of the question. I don't know if we'll get there or not, but if we can be within I don't know, 10 games at the wild card at the end of the year, I'd be pretty.
I would be excited because then we got 3 more years after that.
We'll have plenty of time
so
with all these guys.
I think we will be fine personally. All-Star game
coming to
Kansas City, baby. I'm definitely getting tickets. You going?
It's gonna be way too expensive.
I'm definitely getting tickets.
Good luck.
My friend of mine actually kind of knows someone who knows someone, whatever. So he kind of got tickets. I'm going. I'm really excited. I'm going. I mean, hopefully, I don't know. I'd rather go to the home run derby and get a home run ball, but I think I'm actually going to the games.
Good luck either way. Other baseball news that was big this week: Ryan Braun, who was given a 50-game suspension from the MLB for testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs, appealed that sentencing and actually won the appeal.
First time ever.
First time ever.
And I don't know how he pulled it off, but he did it. I love Ryan Braun. He's a great player. And I personally think I'm kind of happy the decision was made. I know it's against the rules to kind of use performance-enhancing drugs, and depending on what performance, really complicated procedure, what's technically a steroid and what isn't, what's a pre-workout, what isn't a steroid stuff. And I think, honestly, the game's coming to steroids, and I think that to say that to ban them is kind of an insult to all people who are working hard. That's just the way I feel.
I don't know if I would phrase it that way, but he says that it was a drug in his medicine he was taking because of his herpes, which is a little interesting, kind of awkward for him to have to come out about that.
But he was honest.
Yeah, I mean, hey, his reputation is more important than the world knowing about him having herpes.
I think, whether he's lying or not, it took some real balls to do it. You know what I mean? So I think he should. I think he deserves the credit.
Yeah, I'd say so as well. And the big headliner, the last one of the day, Missouri, Kansas, round 2. After the battle in Columbia, we're heading out to Lawrence tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to Lawrence. I am nervous, dude.
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
I don't know. I mean, I'm really pleased with the Missouri season so far. As a Missouri fan, they played well. They've had a lot of success. But, Matt Pressey got hurt last Saturday at A&M. They weren't the same team on Tuesday against K-State. Got beat by them for the second time this year. And Mizzou's capable of it. Don't get me wrong. They're capable of it, but no one wins in Lawrence. I don't know.
It's hard. It's hard to win in Kansas. Regardless of how good you are, it's just tough. The fans are right there. It's a really condensed area. They're all screaming and yelling. It's a distraction, dude. It's hard. It's really hard. It's almost as hard as going out to Duke trying to play. It's
a tough place to play, obviously known as that.
And then Kansas is good. Don't get us wrong. Kansas is actually a good team, too. It's not like they're bad.
No, not at all.
So they're a good team. It's going to be a tough place to play. I think the odds are going to be against them, but I think if they work hard enough and play hard, I think they could possibly pull it off.
They could. We'll see. CBS, 4 o'clock tomorrow for all of you interested. Anyway, John, it's good to be back, but that's all we got today. Huh?
That's all we have. I am excited to be back. I hope everyone's missed us as much as we've missed us.
I've missed them.
I've missed myself. But anyway, that's all we have for today. I'm John Holden.
I'm Danny Kerwin, and we'll see you next week. That's a promise.